All right. Good morning, everyone. All good? All up, ready? Okay. It's really great to be here for the second time. I think I see some familiar faces as well. I hope you guys remember me also. All right. My name is Felix. I'm from Adobe Systems Singapore. All right. And today it's really more about just what this show is all about. It's talking about different technologies and methodologies that e-learning is adopting right now. All right. So to share with you what we actually have in Adobe itself. Now, all of you know what Adobe is, right? What company it does. It's not just a Photoshop or a PDF company. Okay, there's more things than just that. Right? And today I'm going to share with you this. To kick things off, it's really all about welcoming you guys to the digital era. Now, how many of you over here are still using the classic Symbian phones? Anyone? Do you guys know what the Symbian phones are, or you guys are still very young? Okay, those that Nokia, you don't have an iOS or an Android in it, and all you do is just calling and text message. All right, that's the kind of phone that was used like a couple of years back. Okay, but in this room right here, I think most of you are probably using either an Android or an iOS phone. Right, and this is something that's happening even in school. Now, the main question then is, when you look at this whole nice little pictorial over here, how do you then connect yourself from the school as a teacher connecting to the students as well? All right, so when we look down at this, it is down to this very important question. What is e-learning? Can someone tell me what is e-learning? I'll give you a prize for it. Okay. Digital media to reach out to people. All right, I'll give you a prize later at the booth. Okay. So it's really using digital media to reach out. Now, I was extracting this out from Wikipedia. This is what they were trying to figure out. So this is e-learning. It's e-learning. It's learning conducted via electronic media. Now, what schools are then trying to do is to think about using various systems. The first one to think about is, of course, whatever is free is always good. We always think about the first system called Moodle. You guys know what Moodle is? All right? And then from there, they take PowerPoint slides and upload them onto Moodle. And using these slides, they conduct lessons through Moodle itself. All right? This is a form of e-learning, but there's more that you can do with it. Rather than just using PowerPoint slides, you want to do more. And today I'm going to share with you two technologies, probably just one because I got 30 minutes. The other one you can have a look at a booth later as well, and I can run through with you. All right? And today I'm going to share with you this, the Adobe's e-learning workflow. Now, you guys have seen the Creative Cloud, and then coming this month actually today, if you guys have Creative Cloud, you guys will receive a lot of new updates to all your software. We just released the new version of Creative Cloud this year. Right? So have a look at that. Right? But what I want to share with you is this. It's a very simple workflow that we came up with. Now, the very first tool that you use, of course, besides PowerPoint, you need to create some videos, graphics, pictorials, PDFs, and stuff like that. So that's where the first segment comes in, where we look at the Creative Cloud tools. All right, so you use all these tools to create Photoshop, to create your photos, Illustrator to create your graphics and stuff like that. Once you're done with all these things, you want to think about how you can bundle all this contents into an e-learning content. All right, what is e-learning? In Adobe itself, we think about how we can link all this contents to an LMS system, tracking the progress, the scores, and tons of different stuff that you can do. All right, with that, you can see below in the middle section, you have 4 different icons. Now, how many of you are familiar with PN? It's not pen or... Okay, it's called Adobe Presenter. If you use Microsoft PowerPoint, this is a very powerful and basic tool to use because it's actually a plug-in within Microsoft PowerPoint. So if your teachers know PowerPoint, they know how to use this tool as well. It's very simple. Okay? It's so simple that I don't want to show it to you today. I'll show you at the booth later. The other one is called Acrobat. Let me just show you one very quick example of Acrobat. All right? What do you use Acrobat for? Everyone use Acrobat here, right? You have it on your phone and your tablets. You have it on your computer. But what do you use it for? All right, I'll show you one very simple example. Okay, this is done by one of student in Korea who just graduated from the fashion school. It's one of my favorite examples. I've been showing it for a couple of times, all right, but I still like it a lot. So this is a PDF. Okay, you guys can see at the top, this is actually an actual PDF itself. Park Soo-hee Korea PDF. But the PDF that we know now is just static documents, correct? What we're trying to do here is something different. So what she did when she graduated was to create a simple digital portfolio. I can see over here, basically you have 4 different files. In there you get a folder as well. When I open up the folder, you get to see things like videos, where I can just double click and launch this. Okay? And at the same time also you can see this is her project work. This is one of her designs as well. Now when she graduated, I was talking to her who would buy this design. So that's why I was telling her, yeah, that's probably why I'm still in IT, because I don't understand fashion at all. Okay? But what's more interesting is this. Now what is PDF? Static documents, right? Just take a look at this. This is the all-new PDF that you can see now.
안녕하세요. 만나뵙게 돼서 반갑습니다.
Alright.
저는 의상 디자인.
Anyone done this before? No? You can embed videos, animations, websites, audio files directly into a PDF. Alright? Just imagine the Harry Potter kind of portfolio. Okay? This is the kind of thing we want to achieve because we are a media company. We want this to be able to be embedded within PDF as well. Okay? Now, what then? What next? Besides having Acrobat, we also have something called CP, which is what I'm going to show you later. It's called Adobe Captivate. It's a separate tool from Presenter, something more advanced. So that's why I'm going to show you a few demos and how you can use it very quickly as well. Okay? And the last one, the small little icon over there. Anyone can recognize the purple icon in the middle? Adobe has so much technology. There's about 34 different technologies now. Okay? This is called Adobe Digital Publishing Suite. What schools are doing is to create digital publications. Now, these publications are normally static, and you publish them through iPads or the iTunes Store and stuff like that. But what you can do is to create e-learning content within the book itself and assess your students from there. So there's a lot of different avenues to go for in a simple workflow like this. Alright? End of the day, we then throw it down to the content distribution part, which is Adobe Connect, which is where you guys know about Moodle, Blackboard, and all the different LMS systems you have in the market right now. Now to connect all those things, we then use simple tools. Okay? I'm going to show you now a very quick demonstration of Adobe Captivate. Alright? And this is one simple example. The interface itself is very simple to use. Now one of the key things when we think about creating e-learning content is really going into multiple platforms. Right? We talk about Androids, we talk about tablets, we talk about the desktop as well. What we then have is that under the new templates itself, we have something called a responsive project. So you don't have to create multiple projects using different tools. You can just use a simple template like this. When I click on create, okay, it's just going to give me a template here, and you can see right now this is the primary resolution 1024 by 768, and then when I go down to the tablet view and the phone view, it's just going to give me a different version of the project itself. So whichever this project is being opened into, whichever device you're looking at, it will automatically streamline the resolution for you. Alright, so this is very important because if you want to create for multiple devices, now you can do this with Captivate. Alright, now what else can you do? Now to make things simple, I'll just start things off with a new project. Okay, and you can see this option over here. You guys know what this is, right? Directly from Microsoft PowerPoint. So that means I can use my existing PowerPoint slides that I have in the school, archive in the system, and use it to create an interactive PowerPoint presentation. Now when I talk about interactive, it's not just going to be transition slides, links to videos and all these things. It's going to be more. You can insert quizzes as well. Okay? So I'll just start with a blank project here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through with you very quickly some of the options. The tools are very easy to use now. Previously the template was, a big mess because there was so many options for users to use. It's just like you see a Photoshop in Captivate itself where you have all the different menus, and if you don't know how to use it, you get very confused. Right? But this now is replaced by all the small little icons here. So if I'm interested to insert certain kinds of media, I can select media, say for example image, audio, video, animations, and then characters. And then not forgetting HTML5 animation. Alright? How many of you have tried running a SWF file on your mobile devices? Anyone? It's never possible. Ever since Apple didn't allow Flash to be on their devices, now Android don't allow it at all. Okay? So what Adobe did was to stop the production of Flash Mobile, and we are focusing more on HTML5 now. Right? So that's where now most of our softwares are supporting the HTML5 format. And when you look at this one over here, I can also insert a pure HTML5 animation. Alright? Under the characters option, sometimes you might want to use representations and certain gestures from characters. You could do this yourself, take some pictures and do it yourself, place your own images in there. Otherwise, you can always use the templates given to you for free, and you can just select any one of them. A character pointing to a PowerPoint, a bubble, a balloon, or something like that, just to emphasize on that point itself. So all this is given to you, and then of course you can see over here, there's a download eLearning templates and art. So this is where we link you to a website to download free templates, right? Some of which they charge. That's really up to you to buy. For me, I normally download the free stuff. Okay? So from here you can make use of this templates here and insert within your presentation. Besides that, you can also insert interactive objects. Some users would like to create, teachers especially love to create drag and drop kind of contents. Normally you have to program it yourself. Instead of doing that, you can do a drag and drop. Click, select it. Okay, so if I insert one more slide here, I'm just going to insert a new slide. And I'm just going to go to interaction, drag and drop. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll import in an image. So when I insert an image, so say for example I put in the image file here, alright, just my pictures. I'm just going to use my personal pictures here, okay, just my own picture, and I'll place it down here. And then what I can then do is to resize and fit it down in. So once I have two pictures, and then say for example if I want to insert a shape, alright, over here, now I can go to interactions and say drag and drop. So straight away you'll convert for me a drag and drop wizard. You can see the menus appearing from here. Alright, which object do you want to drag and drop to? Object 1 to object 2, you can just select it. Okay, so if I click on this, I can say add to type none, click on next. Okay, and then from here I'll click on another one and I'll just say none. Okay, let's click on next and I'm done. So straight away it's very simple. So no programming involved. Alright, so everything is all drag and drop. So I'll just close this. Let me just go back here. Okay, I'll cancel the drag and drop feature. Alright, and I'll close this project here. So let me just click on here. You can see over here straight away it's creating for you a submit button as well. So once you're done, all these things can be done straight away. Right? So let me just close down this file. I'll launch a new project file from here. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a blank project. Alright, and I want to insert something else. I want to insert different kinds of screen captures as well. Now how many of you have used screen capturing tools? Some of you actually purchase it. You know, some are good, alright, but this one over here is going to be pretty awesome. Alright, of course I'll say it's good. Okay, so from here what you can then do is, you see this option over here, there's something called record. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to launch Photoshop. If I'm doing a simple tutorial on Photoshop, alright, I'm just going to launch a simple picture. I don't know how many of you guys have seen this before, this wonderful feature here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go back here, click on record. Alright, under the audio slides you can see I'm basically recording all this different interactive stuff. Okay, otherwise I can just go to video. Okay, I can insert a video. You can click an event video. You can see you can insert videos and audios as well. Okay, and then later on you can record your screen. Alright, I'll show you how to record that, but I don't want to mix up the project to be too big first. The other thing is I can insert audio in such a way. So when I click on speech management, ever wondered if you could do something like this? Keying in text, for example, and then straight away converting it to audio. Right? This is something very powerful in Captivate itself. Alright, so under speech management, you can see I got all the different voices over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Agnes here first, okay, and I'm just going to click on the plus sign, and from here I'll just type welcome to this Adobe Captivate demonstration. Alright, pretty simple. So once I'm done with this, I'll say generate audio. Okay, I think I know the issue because it just reformatted my computer. So if you notice there's something not being installed, it's called new speech. Alright, so from here I'm just going to click on download, and straight away it'll bring me to the website to download the voices. Right, if you want to see this live later on, go to the booth. I'll show you a live demonstration once I install it. Okay, so you can do text to speech conversion. There's so many things you can do in there. But the other thing that you want to do here is, of course, to add in quizzes as well. So besides all this interactive stuff, if let's say I'm interested to add in a question slide, you can see over here it's basically filled with roughly about 10 different options. Right? If I'm interested in multiple choice, if I'm interested in true and false, if I'm interested in fill in the blank, you can just choose all this. And then if I'm interested to say I need 3 multiple choice slides, whether it's graded, it's survey or pre-test, I can just choose all these things here, click on OK. It's just going to generate for me the templates. So straight from here you can change the text. If I click on the slide, you can see whether if I click on this option, which is the correct answer, what's the style type. If I go to quiz, you can see whether you want to shuffle the answers, whether there's 2 questions, multiple answers, so on and so forth. Everything is all in there for you to control. Alright? To build this, to learn this software, it's probably take only half a day just to learn the whole basic workflow. Then from there you can explore more, inserting scripts and stuff like that. Okay? Now, the most important thing is this. What happens then is when I'm done with the whole thing, what can I do with it? What can I publish it into? Alright, when I click on publish, alright, you can see over here there's 3 different options for you. The first one is you can publish for devices. Basically it generates a mobile application for you and you push it and upload it through the iTunes store and the Android market. The other one is you can publish through our Connect system. Otherwise, if I'm interested, I can just say publish to my computer. And this is the best part. This is something new in this version. It's called HTML5. So no longer do you have to worry about publishing to SWF in the old versions. Now you can publish to HTML5 and run them across all your devices. Alright? So there's a lot of different controls for you as well. Right? If I choose HTML, okay, scalable HTML content, full screen, so on and so forth, you can do all the adjustments directly from here. Alright? So to show you one final project file, I'm just going to open up a recent file. Okay, so this was a project created just to talk about safeguarding compliance data and stuff like that. So you can see over here, if I want to preview this project, I can say preview. Alright, and then very quickly, this is what you'll get. Okay, so this is the example. So I got a simple slides with animation. I got buttons as well, so I can click on Start Course. Okay, so from here you can see if I silence this audio, I can also add in a simple plugin where I can put in notes. As a student, when I'm going through contents, I want to record down what's happening on the slide. Interesting pointers for me to learn from that. So when I put in a note here, instead of doing that, what I'll do is I'll say, okay, delete the note. Now what I want to do is carry on with the message. And all these animations is created using Captivate. Alright? So connected to Orion. Okay? So what's going to happen here? Your mission pinpoint the hacker's identity, and then from there you make it more interesting. So rather than just going through slides, I'll say accept mission.